Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're plunging really headfirst into a huge global challenge. That's the incredible speed of AI transformation and, what it's doing to the workforce. This isn't some far-off thing. It's happening, like right now. We hear these staggering predictions, 85 million jobs potentially displaced by AI just by 2025. And this crazy reality where skills you learn might be outdated in, 6 to 18 months? It's wild. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, it's like an intelligence explosion, really.
Yeah.
And it's creating this
Fundamental mismatch. Think about it. AI evolving super fast, month by month sometimes, but our educational institutions, they work on much slower, more traditional cycles, right? Yearly, maybe.
Yeah.
So you get this huge gap between what economies need advanced and developing and what schools can actually provide. It's systemic.
Yeah.
And into this gap, a company called EON Reality is stepping up with a pretty specific solution.
Okay, and that brings us right to what we're focusing on in this deep dive. We're going to dissect EON Reality's new AI-Powered Reseller Program. They just announced it September 3, 2025. Our mission today, to figure out how this program plans to, democratize spatial computing education globally. And, really importantly, what does it mean for you, for individuals, for whole economies trying to navigate this AI future? We're digging into their white paper, EON Reality Reseller Growth Handbook, How to Profit with Purpose, and their press release too. So let's get into the why first. Why this program? It's clearly not just about cool tech. It seems to be tackling a really critical global need. There's a great quote from Dan Lajerskar, EON Reality's chairman. He says, the AI transformation is happening globally, but solutions must be delivered locally. That really nails it, doesn't it? Captures the core problem and hints at their strategy.
It absolutely does. And what's interesting is how clearly they've identified 3 specific market failures, things their program is really built to address. It shows the urgency. First off, geographic inequality. So you've got advanced economies struggling with just reskilling their current workforce fast enough, a huge challenge. But then many developing nations, they lack even the basic infrastructure for skill development. It's not just reskilling, it's foundational building.
Right, so it's a double problem. Some places need advanced updates, others need the absolute basics, a big divide.
Exactly. Then, number 2, the speed mismatch. We touched on this: traditional education, academic calendars, curriculum updates, that stuff takes years sometimes. But industry needs, driven by AI, they're changing monthly, even weekly in some cases. New tools, new demands, constantly shifting. It means learners, economies, they're always behind the curve. It's just not sustainable.
Yeah, I can imagine that feeling, like you're always trying to catch up and the finish line keeps moving further away.
Yeah.
Must be frustrating for people in their careers.
Totally. And the third failure they point out is the trust deficit. Think about rolling out global tech solutions, especially for something as personal as education or jobs. Local credibility is everything, right? You need people on the ground who understand the local culture, the needs, the rules. A solution from, say, Silicon Valley might not land well somewhere else unless it's brought in by trusted local partners. They bridge that gap. They build that essential trust.
That makes perfect sense. So connecting this back to you, our listener, why should you care about these market failures? Well, because they directly hit your career path, your country's economic growth, your community's ability to adapt. If we don't fix these things, that digital divide just gets wider. More people get left behind. Okay, so we've got the what, the urgent need. Now, the what? EON Reality solution. They give local partners exclusive access to this comprehensive spatial AI education platform. And it's built on 3 pillars that work together. This is where it gets really interesting. It's more than just software.
It really is. These 3 pillars are meant to be a complete ecosystem for the learner. First up is the skills pillar. This is all about building real, verifiable skills using immersive XR, virtual, and augmented reality. Key features. There's the EON XR platform. It's no code, so you don't need to be a programmer. Costs $36 a user per month. And get this, it gives access to over 36 million 3D educational assets. Huge library. It uses spatial AI for learning and context, and crucially, they have this performance-based assessment. They claim it's designed to end AI cheating.
Okay, ending AI cheating. That's a bold claim, especially now with AI getting so good. How does that work exactly? Is it just because it's VRR, or is there something more technical stopping students from just using an AI to find answers?
Good question. The immersive part helps, yeah? It's harder to fake it when you're interacting in 3D space, doing a task. But the real clever bit is the spatial AI working with that performance assessment. See, unlike standard AI that just crunches text or images, spatial AI understands 3D space. It gets context.
Yeah.
So you're assessed on your actions, your decisions inside a simulation, how you actually do the virtual surgery or fix the machine or handle the emergency. It's about showing you can apply the knowledge, not just recite it. Much harder for a text-based AI to fake that kind of practical competence.
Okay. So it's about demonstrating doing, not just knowing. Very different. What's pillar number 2?
The second is the jobs pillar. This one connects the learning directly to jobs. Makes sense, right? It features an AI-powered career compass that's $72 per user per month. It basically maps skills to real-time job market needs. Helps you see where the demand is. Plus, there's a micro-internship marketplace for getting quick, practical experience and the impact they report. A 97% employability improvement rate. That's a powerful number.
97%.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredibly high. How do they actually measure that? Is it like compared to people not using the platform, or is there a specific way they track that success? Sounds almost too good to be true for job placement.
Yeah, it's a standout number. They track learners right through their system, from learning the skill to getting placed via their platform connections. The white paper focuses on the result, but the logic is sound. If you align skills precisely with what employers need right now and provide verifiable proof of practical skills, you naturally become a much stronger candidate. It's about job-ready competence, not just a piece of paper.
Okay, skills, jobs, covered. But you said 3 pillars. What's the last one?
Right. The third is the income pillar. And this one's about turning learners into wealth creators, not just employees. So it includes an entrepreneur guide, like an 8-step roadmap for starting a business, $95 user a month. It also has no-code tools for creating AI agents, 150 user a month, so people can build their own AI services or tools. And then it connects them to a massive 136 million user marketplace. Gives these new entrepreneurs instant potential reach, the impact. They report a 75% business survival rate. Compare that to the usual 10% average, it's huge.
Hold on. AI agents.
Yes.
Created with no code. What kind of things are we talking about? Could someone actually build, say, a specialized AI tutor or virtual assistant for a specific task and then sell it on that marketplace? And that 75% survival rate, that's also amazing. How does it beat the odds so dramatically?
Exactly, you've got it. Learners could build those kinds of things. Custom AI tutors, niche virtual assistants, maybe even simple AI diagnostic tools for certain fields, all without coding. It really opens up AI creation. As for the 75% survival rate, it's a few things working together. The structured guidance helps. The massive marketplace gives immediate access to customers, but crucially, they're building on the in-demand skills they already gained. They start with a potentially viable product and a market. That seriously lowers the risk compared to starting totally from scratch. It's about building sustainable futures.
Okay, so wrapping up the what for the individual learner. These 3 pillars create a whole journey. You get real skills through immersion, you connect those skills directly to jobs, and then you even get empowered to start your own thing, create your own income. It's a really complete loop for workforce development today. All right, we've got the why the crisis and the what, the 3 pillars. Now the how. How does EON Reality actually enable partners to deliver this whole integrated solution around the world? You mentioned it's more than just distributing software. It sounds like a very different kind of partnership. So what's the deal on the business end?
Yeah, it's definitely not your typical software reseller deal. Let's look at the financial framework first. Partners get 25% to 35% revenue sharing. That's on all platform revenue, so it's recurring, not just a one-off sale. They also get multiple income streams. Licenses, services they might offer, commissions from the marketplace, and even equity participation. That's pretty unusual. There are volume incentives, too, up to 30% discounts if they bring in lots of users. And maybe the most eye-catching part is this co-investment model. They say it gives partners 34-to-1 leverage on their investment.
34-to-1 leverage. That sounds huge. Can you break that down a bit? If someone listening is thinking about this, what does that co-investment practically mean? What does their money unlock from EON Reality?
Right. So imagine you're a local business or entrepreneur. You know your market. You invest, let's say, $100,000 to become a partner in a Tier 3 market. That 34-to-1 leverage means for your $100K, EON Reality essentially brings $3.4 million in value to the partnership. Now, that could be shared tech infrastructure, R&D, maybe pre-built content libraries worth millions, marketing support, maybe even direct help setting up your local operation. It basically multiplies your investment's power, letting you scale much faster without having to fund everything yourself. It's designed as a real financial partnership for growth.
Okay, that clarifies it. A serious boost for the local partner. What about support beyond the money?
Oh, the enablement and support is really thorough. It starts with a 30-day onboarding program. And this isn't just a quick webinar. Week 1 is sales training, demos. Week 2 is pricing, talking to CFOs. Week 3 is executing a proof of concept. Week 4 is territory planning, getting branding ready. It's intense. And after that, they get ongoing stuff. Quarterly product updates, a network to share best practices globally. They can join Entrepreneurial Olympics, get chances for thought leadership.
So they're really equipping partners not just to start, but to keep succeeding long term.
Exactly. And to make sure that can happen, they offer strong territory protection. Good partners get exclusive rights for their country or region based on clear performance goals. This stops partners from tripping over each other, protects leads. It gives them a stable base to build their impact locally.
Seems like they've really thought through the partner side of things, and they back it with proof, right? This proven success arsenal. You mentioned a massive $85 million proposal package they give partners with 43 appendices, and proven POC methods, proof of concept, with a 93.1% satisfaction rate. Plus rollout plans tested in places like India, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, and ROI docs showing 2,150% returns. Those numbers are just huge.
They are, and that POC satisfaction rate, 93.1%.
Yeah.
That's really key. A POC is like a small pilot project, right? Lets a potential client try before they buy big.
Yeah.
That high success rate shows these pilots usually convert into full deals, and the 2,150% ROI. That comes from case studies showing how investing in the platform generated massive returns, better job rates, lower training costs, higher productivity for governments or institutions. It's documented financial impact.
Okay, with a program this ambitious, what kind of market size are we talking about?
It's enormous. EON Reality sees the global edtech market as a $39.75 billion opportunity. And they've broken it down regionally. The Asia Pacific, that's a $1.5 billion piece for them, driven by huge young populations needing future skills.
Wow, so it's not just about the dollar value, it's the sheer number of people needing this kind of education.
Precisely. Then you have the Middle East, about $500 million opportunity. Fits right in with national plans like Saudi Vision 2030, where developing people is key. Africa is another major focus, $800 million market potential. Youngest population globally, big mobile use, makes digital learning very viable. And Latin America, around $400 million, with a growing middle class looking for better education and opportunities.
And these aren't just guesses. They have real-world results backing this up. Like their work in India with Insert reaching 89 million students with 93.1% teacher satisfaction. That's incredible scale. In Saudi Arabia, the partnership with the National E-Learning Center for Vision 2030, and South Africa, projecting 50,000 job placement and that staggering 2,150% ROI. These are serious large-scale projects.
Yeah, if you connect the dots, you see EON Reality isn't just chasing market share. It feels like they're actively involved in, well, nation building through democratizing education. These projects seem like fundamental investments in a country's future human capital, making a real difference on big economic and social goals.
So, putting it all together, how does EON Reality really stand out from the crowd? Lots of ed tech companies offer maybe just one piece of the puzzle, a learning platform or a content library. Point solutions, right?
That's exactly the distinction they make. Their big advantages. First, the complete ecosystem. They claim they're the only ones integrating skills, jobs, and income creation all in one place. That holistic view is rare. Second, their spatial AI leadership. Like we discussed, that 3D-aware AI is unique and enables those practical, immersive learning experiences, game changer for application-based skills. Third, the no-code creation. Being able to build complex XR lessons in 16 minutes versus weeks, that speed is a massive advantage for educators and trainers. Fourth, proven scale. That 136 million user figure shows their platform can handle massive deployments reliably. And finally, their patent protection. Having a strong IP portfolio means they can often be a sole source provider, which really helps partners win those big government or institutional contracts.
That definitely paints a picture of a very unique offering in the edtech space. And for anyone listening who might be interested in becoming a reseller, the path seems pretty clear. Assess the market, sign up, build a team, run a proof of concept, then scale up. And the investment varies, right? Tier 1 markets like the US or Germany are $300 for 35% revenue share. Tier 3 like Vietnam or Nigeria, maybe $100 K for 25% share. So it's tiered to fit different markets.
Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive into EON Reality's AI-Powered Reseller Program. We've seen how it's trying to offer this comprehensive, localized, and
proven solution to the global skills crisis. It's clearly not just about the technology itself, but this really unique partnership model designed for, well, shared success and making a real impact.
Absolutely. I mean, what we've looked at today really goes beyond just education tech or job training. It's about giving people and whole nations an integrated toolkit, skills, jobs, income to actually thrive in this AI world. Making knowledge accessible, making it actionable, and making it work locally everywhere feels like a potential blueprint for community empowerment.
Totally agree. So, a final thought for you, our listener, to take away. Imagine a future where your own community has these kinds of tools to quickly reskill the workforce, where local entrepreneurs are starting businesses with that incredible 75% survival rate, where that digital education gap is actively being closed by people right there on the ground. How might seeing a model like this change how you think about learning, about your career path, about empowering your own community in this age of AI? Something to chew on.